Hey, this is Irvin Griffin, and welcome to Chapter 12 of the history of the Black Panther. And as you see right here, originally this was supposed to be a chapter just on Captain America. But then I thought, wait a minute, the Falcon has some history with the Black Panther as well. So I figured, why not both? And let's start with the Star-Spangled Man himself. Born Steve Rogers between 1915 and 1918, Steve Rogers was born to poor health to Irish parents in Brooklyn, New York. His spirit, heart, and determination did not match his body. As I said, he was born with poor health, and with this frail physique, in spite of it, that is, he wanted to enlist in the U.S. military to fight for his country, but no sane military would allow him in. That is until a Dr. Erskine took him on, seeing the heart and determination the young man had, and signed him up for a secret experiment called the Super Soldier Serum, in which Rogers survived and became the super soldier known as Captain America. Being that he was supposed to be the first of many, Erskine was killed the same day that the experiment worked by a Nazi agent. Unable to duplicate the formula, Rogers ended up being Erskine's first and only success, although attempts have been made to copy Rogers' super soldier serum, such as and most notably Luke Cage, and later a clone Captain America. Rogers was the only successful attempt, at least the one that I'm aware of. Rogers, of course, has enhanced abilities, being that he is at the peak of physical conditioning and strength. He can lift anywhere from 800 to 1100 pounds in a bench press. Has the agility and reflexes superior to even an Olympic level athlete. Is able to see faster and move from bullets at point blank range. Of course, seeing faster, by that I mean his reflex time from where his mind is telling his body to move out the way is faster than most people. See, most of us, when we see a gun, we're saying move out of the way. However, it takes about 2 seconds for that message to reach our brain and for our bodies to act. By that time, we're shot. Rogers' super soldier serum minimizes that delay to where he could actually even see the bullet coming and still move out of the way in time. He is skilled with just about every martial art known to man, and utilizes a mixture of those martial arts along with plain old American boxing into his own fighting style, which has enabled him to not only defeat various opponents, but he's been able to defeat even superhuman opponents. But of course, Rogers, being a brawler at heart, can't help but do this. A good old-fashioned kick to the, well, you're seeing right here. And of all people to do it to, the Incredible Hulk. Now, his connection to the Black Panther goes back to World War II, when he actually went to Wakanda to try to find some Nazis and to ask questions of the Wakandans. But if you've seen the BET special on the Black Panther, you know the Wakandans took care of business. And when he tried to question the king of Wakanda, the Black Panther, who at that time, I believe, depending on which version you've seen, if you've seen the BET version, it was the grandfather of T'Challa, Azil the Wise. I believe that's how you pronounce it. My apologies if that's wrong. But if you read the comic version, it was T'Chaka, T'Challa's father, that defeated Captain America. In both versions, the Black Panther trounced Captain America soundly, but allowed him to leave alive, as he had great respect for the red, white, and blue Avenger. So much so that when, in the comic books, Captain America made another adventurous trip to Wakanda, this time to help them against the Red Skull and his invading force. Grateful for his help, he gave a piece of vibranium to Captain America as a token of his appreciation. In return, Captain America surrendered his then triangular shield as remembrance of the adventure. Of course, that piece of vibranium became part of what we now know as the famous circular shield of Captain America. He has since been allies to the current Black Panther, T'Challa, both friend and enemy to him. These two have had a long and winding history. Now let's get to Captain America's longtime partner, Sam Wilson, the Falcon. His story, basically, he was once a henchman of the Red Skull and was to be used as a fodder at a future time, as the Red Skull, using a cosmic cube, erased his memories and all of his background as a criminal, and set him up as Captain America's partner, to later betray the captain. But in spite of this plan backfired, and Sam Wilson became a longtime loyal defender of what's right alongside the captain and on his own in solo adventures. The Falcon, because of his meddling with Sam Wilson, gave Wilson a telepathic bond with a bird in which he called Red Wing. Professor Xavier of the X-Men later confirmed that it was a telepathic link. The Red Skull later revealed that he had used the Cosmic Cube to create a supernormal mental link between Sam Wilson and Redbird, as I just said. Falcon later recalled the experience, said it hurt like hell, being mentally fused with that Falcon, able to see through his eyes. Wilson eventually revealed that he had been able to extend this empathic ability with other birds. In other words, he's got about 6 billion pairs of eyes in the United States alone, and he's got 6 billion friends that fly out there. As for his uniform, and this leads to the connection to the Black Panther. First, to his original suit. Wilson's original Falcon uniform featured detachable jet-powered glider wings made of lightweight titanium ribbing. The wings were covered with wafer-thin solar-powered receptors that convert sunlight into electricity to power miniature high-speed electrical turbine fans in his uniform and boots. The wings detached and reattached to his uniform cybernetically. The harness was destroyed in issue 2 of Captain America and the Falcon. The uniform was made of synthetic stretch fabric lined and steel alloyed mesh. In a later issue, the Black Panther supplied the Falcon with a new costume and wings. An emitter array on Falcon's back creates holographic hard light wings with a maximum wingspan of up to 50 feet. Controlled by a cybernetic link, the wings can be instantly reconfigured into dozens of different cruise configurations. A magnetic drive, in turn, provides the thrust needed to get the Falcon airborne. The emitter also possessed GPS jamming devices that prevent satellite tracking, while the light-hard wings interfere with infrared tracking. A vibranium microwave was added to the costume itself, making Falcon resistant to small firearms. The entire system is controlled mentally through the cybernetic circuitry in the Falcon's mask. The costume has in the past featured a hidden talon, a cybernetic controlled grappling line built into the gauntlets of his costume, which he uses to entangle opponents, hook objects, or for swinging and climbing when his wings are detached. The costume's visors come equipped with various capabilities, including infrared lenses, giving him the ability to see objects by their infrared signature at night, magnification capabilities, and remote imaging sensors that allowed him to see a full 360 degrees of vision when activated. The cowl also has a wideband receiver and transmitter with an unspecified range. The suit was originally built by the Black Panther, and costume modifications was made later by Desmond Burrell. In other words, brother man hooked the Falcon up. So that's his connection to Captain America. And both these men, as I said, have been both enemy, but more often ally to the King of Wakanda. Well, up next, I'm going to be discussing one of the Black Panther's would-be loves from the comics and a would-be love from the movie.